Intuitive Anthony. I want to thank Vanessa, Alicia. I hope I said that right. And Mark. Thank you guys for the contribution. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're gonna be talking about how your joy, the joy you have in your heart, that peace of mind that you have, breeds hate in certain people. And these are the kind of people you need to watch out for. So we're gonna give people time to get in the room and then we're gonna get started. And y'all can see my little fur babies. That way we can all be on camera. The prettiest girls in the world. These my little babies. But yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. And thanks again, Renee, for the lighting setup. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. But we're gonna give people time to get in the room, and then we're gonna get started. But the level of joy, and happiness that you have in your life breeds hate from bad people. And it's very, very hard for some of us, for chosen ones, to actually come to terms with the fact that there are bad people out here. There are bad people. Like rotten egg. Like what is it? One bad apple spoils the bunch. And especially if that bad apple gave birth to a bunch of little bad apples. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be as you come in, guys, don't forget like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified. Because I put a post, I would be going live. That way people could kind of find time, if they could, to come and check out the live. So as soon as we get a few more people in here, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Hit the thumbs up if you like Chosen One content. Basically, it's food for the soul. It's food for the soul. It's life tips to help you navigate any personal relationships you have, whether friends, family, all of the above, basically. And as a chosen one, we have to be very mindful because we have a very, very good heart. And some people see us as prey, which is what I mean by bad people. So a lot of the hardships and things that you have gone through in your life is because of your heart. They don't seem to understand in this world that having a light heart, we got enough people, we're gonna get started, y'all. Intuitive Anthony, the Blessed and Chosen channel. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Hit the thumbs up if you like Chosen One content, because what I do here on the channel, just tips and skills that you can use for navigating personal relationships, whether friends, social, family, whatever. Whoever you come across in your life. That way you can protect yourself and that good heart of yours. And if you feel like you can contribute and the Most High moves you, in the description down below, Venmo, Antony, ANTONY -young -1. And PayPal at Intuitive Anthony 1978. All one word, guys. Cecilia, thank you too. I wanted to thank you. Cecile. We're gonna be talking about your good heart. You remember in school, they talked about Egypt. And remember, there was, certain when they were going through, what do they call that? When you passed away from this life and you were being ushered into the afterlife, and they would weigh your heart against a feather to see if you were good enough to get into heaven or if your heart was heavy. This is the same concept. Some people hate your happiness. They hate that shit with a passion because you have joy. So say you're a performer on stage, right? You up there performing your heart out, giving everything you got, trying to make sure you're making good stuff to bring forth to people. Everybody staring at you in that audience, They're not all fans. It's to believe it's very true. They're not all fans. Some people are looking at you with adoration, and some people are looking at you to try to figure out how to get over on you. That's because every inkling of their heart is evil. And that's a very hard concept for us. I mean, because honestly, I thought you treated people the way you wanted to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Do unto others. That's what they say, right? No, there are people who are evil. Pure evil. And as hard as that is for us to, as hard as that is for us to accept, Lauren, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Adrian, good to see you too. West Sox, good to you. Thank you for being here. My day's going good. My day's going really, really good. I'm blessed. I'm above ground. I'm still fighting and kicking, still breathing, still going. You can't ask for more than that. You can't ask for more than that. This happiness and this joy that you have, there are people who are wrong. They're wrong. They're wrong. They're bad people. And usually the bad people always want to have a fucking bunch of babies. I can't speak for everybody's situation because I can only speak about the area I grew up in. And it was in a low income area. There's nothing wrong with that. But you do not have to succumb to any environment you're born in. Some people have given up hope, and so they don't strive to be anything more than what they are. Then you got people who actively go out and try to kill joy. These are the people that are going to come to your light. That inner light that you carry, that light from the Most High. These are the kind of fuck stains that's gonna come to the bugs that's gonna come to your light. Like when you leave your porch light on, sometimes you see the most beautiful butterflies and all kinds of. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Thank you for the sticker. You see some of the most beautiful creatures just looking for a little bit of light. And then you got the fucking ugly ass moth. Nobody thinks that bitch is beautiful. Thank you, Jesse, for the sticker. Nobody thinks that bitch is beautiful. We would much rather not have that around our light. But these kind of garbage pail kids, remember that, y'all? Garbage pail kids. These kind of garbage pail kids, human stains, always want to come and be somewhere when nobody wants them there. Nobody wants them there. And they know that. They know that they're a repulsive piece of trash. They know there ain't nobody checking for them. Ain't nobody checking the guest list to see if they on name. And that kind of person is the reason why they have a guest list. So that you don't get the scum and the garbage off the street. Human garbage. But when they come into your life, they're going to pretend to be as beautiful as that butterfly. But your light, you're going to ugly brown and the ugliness of them. And if you let them stay around your light for too long, they're going to try to snuff it out. That's unfortunate, but very, very true, guys. So be mindful of this. You are going to bring a lot of emotions out of a lot of people. But it's your job not to give a fuck. That's not your problem. Your job is to spread your light as far and as wide as you can. 10-inch, thank you so much for the sticker. Your job is to spread your light. How they choose to see your light is an issue of theirs. That's their problem. That's their bullshit. If they like it, so be it. Maybe you inspire some people to get more serious about the direction they're going in life. Well, I can do that too. So you motivate this person to become better, to want more, to do more. That's what you're supposed to do. And then you're going to have people that look at you like this. And they're looking at you and trying to figure out why you're so happy and how they can wipe that smile off your face. That kind of human excrement, stay away from it at all costs. Oh, because they're gonna pretend like they're your bestie. They're gonna pretend like they just as happy as you. And you allow them into your light. And slowly but surely they're gonna start saying shit that don't sound right. Because it's very hard for them to maintain that mask. It's actually very painful for them to pretend to be a good person because that's how evil and wretched they really are. Being good is work. That's the only kind of work a narcissist will do. That's the only kind of work they'll do. Or something where they can be lazy and sit on their ass. But they're not putting forth any effort because they see no value in life. Because why? They've given up any access to joy, happiness, and fulfillment they will ever have in this life. They gave that shit away a long time ago to a demon because life didn't turn out the way they thought it would. Because apparently they know more than God do. So if God saw it fit for them to go through certain issues, it was to make them better. But they didn't like the way they were treated. Andrea, how's it going? Good to see you. They didn't like the way God handles things. Now, don't get me wrong. We have all been in some situations where we're like, this is horrible. This is... Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We've all been in situations where we was like, damn, this right here is a terrible situation. But who are we to argue with God? Apparently he knows more than we do. So we may not understand the situation that we're going through, but we don't take it upon ourselves to cast any sort of anger towards the Most High, because everything has a purpose. We may not understand it at the time, because Lord knows I didn't understand why I was with them evil people. But I still maintain the happiness and joy that was inside of me. Even though every day from the time I moved in with those people, right past Christmas was when the love bomb ended. All those Christmas presents, they couldn't even fucking play with them. You know where they got put at? In the closet. But I guarantee you the narcissist took pictures of all these presents. I got all of this for them. I got all of this for them because I'm so happy to have them in my life. That was bullshit. Because what they're doing is they're spinning the story to make it look like they're a good person. Good to see you, Mark. Welcome from Tennessee. They spinning the story. They spinning a yarn, as the older folks would say. They spinning a yarn. So what they do is they take all, they want to show everybody how good of a person they really are. But all these presents, open them, so happy, and I guarantee you they getting footage of all of this shit. And then the next day, what's going on, young Jock? What's going on? They become a monster. And every day since then, they're trying to kill the joy within you. So they can turn around and say you self-destructed, and they gave you every possibility in the world for success. And that you were a bad seed. Because remember, they got the fucking pictures to say that they were a good person. Even though they tortured you every day past Christmas for 7 years. And then had their kids do the same shit. That's what it was. But they got pictures that say that they were a good person. Those pictures don't say shit. That shows you when the love bomb, they were setting a trap. But see, what they don't realize is the Most High set one for them too. It was you. The Most High knows how to set a trap too. The Most High set a trap too. You right, young Jack. Shawana, what's going on? How you doing, Shawana? The Most High set a trap. See what the narcissist does, and it doesn't matter what walk of life you in. That narcissist is gonna come into your life like Prince Charming or Queen is whoever the fuck they want to be. And they're going to make sure they got people to witness them being a good person. Because they're not doing it for the sake of being good. They're doing it as a performance piece. That's laying the trap. Getting you to show all of yourself and to love them completely before they pull the rug from underneath you. This is what they do. This is what they do. Publicity stunts, yeah. And then once they got evidence that says that they're a good person, they snatch the rug from under you. And then they do everything to get you to destroy yourself. But trust me, they got insurance policies, they got shit lined up. So that everybody can say, you gave them every opportunity in the world for success. And they still went bad? Because the people don't see what's really going on. Everything after that has been designed to destroy you. But they still going around the public and pretending to be Mother Teresa. See, this takes a level of evil that's calculated and manipulative, and they have to actively. People sin, people make mistakes all the time. But it's another thing to decide in your heart to actively go against the Most High. Every day of your life. You know what kind of commitment that takes to be evil like that? So they lay in a trap for you. But what they don't realize is the Most High set a trap for their ass too. The same person they thought they was going to destroy, you, are going to be the same one to usher their ass right into the kingdom of hell. And I guarantee you, hell does not look like the brochure. They saying all the celebrities in hell is going to be one big party where you can get a ticket to that shit because I don't want no part of it. They sitting there and setting up this trap, making everybody think that they did right by you and that you was just a bad egg. But what they're really doing is they signing their own death warrant, for one thing. They're signing their own death warrant. So the Most High sent you in there. So they sitting there playing the role in front of people, but then coming home and being the evil bitch, the evil monster, the evil bastard that they are. They're wearing two faces. They two-faced to this fuck. They two-faced to this hell. All day, every day. That you can count on. That you can be sure of. But what they don't realize is that one, you, that was supposed to be so easy to get rid of. You're supposed to be easy to get rid of. They didn't destroy bigger and better. So you don't look like you would be a worthy adversary. They're creepy corpses walking around. They're dead inside. There's just demons occupying them. That's why they mirror other people, because they have no personality and no soul of their own. Because that demon has taken possession of their soul and uses that body as a doorway. That's what it is. The Most High sent you in there, and they figured they made light work out of you. You're supposed to be easily to get rid of. It ain't happened yet, has it? And now you know who the fuck you are. You know what power you possess. You know what motivates and drives these people. The enemy. They can't get nowhere with you. Guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not a member, become a member. It really helps out a lot, y'all. And make sure you hit the notification bell. Because that way you'll get notified when I'm getting ready to go live and things like that. That way you could be a part of the conversation. Because I appreciate all y'all being here. Harvest, good to see you. Good to see you. And hit the thumbs up, guys. It don't cost nothing. It sends it up in the algorithm. And the more likes I get on the channel, they'll start playing the video in more places on YouTube. So the Most High word gets out there. And we can save and wake up some of our other chosen ones before these narcissists have their way with them. And if you can contribute and the Most High moves you, please do. In the description down below, I have Venmo and PayPal. Venmo is Antony, Antony, -Young, YOUNG, -1, and PayPal is @IntuitiveAnthony1978. Anything will help, guys. Also, there's a GoFundMe down there in the links, because I'm fighting stage 4 cancer. So if you could share that on your social media, that helps get contributions, and it helps with gas and medications and stuff like that, because that whole Medicare thing doesn't start till next year. So prescriptions and stuff like that, it does help out with stuff like that and gas back and forth to these cancer appointments and chemo and everything that I'm going through. Now that that's out of the way. Okay. These people in the audience while you performing are now all fans. What was the situation? And I'm going to try to give you an analogy that's easy to conceptualize. Remember John Lennon? When he made a comment about he was more popular than Jesus, that's when he wrote a check his ass couldn't cash, because one of his fans killed him in front of his house. And he said, you know why? Because he said that thing about Jesus. So everybody that's at your show, at your performance, ain't a fan of yours. And you got to, another way to really tell, is if someone genuinely likes you, they don't study you like you a science project. You ever seen somebody just looking at you? They ain't saying nothing. They're just staring. That's because the demon inside of them is teaching them, is instructing them on how to come into your life and how to tear that bitch apart. Because if you genuinely like somebody, you're like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Chewing the fat, whatever. But if somebody's sitting there staring at you, they getting information from the demon on how to infiltrate your life and destroy it and tear it to shreds. So always watch how people stare. Because see, chosen ones, our eyes, our eyes are a motherfucker. Because a lot of these so-called chosen ones out there with playing with tarot cards and all that foolishness, talk about the third eye. That's because they're trying to access something chosen ones have naturally. When we look at somebody, we can see right through them. We see what drives them, what motivates them. And when we were younger, we thought everybody was good, but now we see that stare means a little something different. They ain't looking at you because of their adoration. They're looking at you to see how to take you down. Because you are a little too happy for their liking. You a little too happy for their liking. So if you catch somebody staring at you like that, the demon's talking to them. That should be your first red flag. And now that we're getting older and we actually understand our gifts and abilities and what we can do and how we really, really use our powers, our abilities, the blessings that the Most High has given us. Because a lot of people don't have what we have. That's why when we look at somebody, we looking straight through them. We know exactly what's going on with them. We know exactly, when you can look at somebody's eyes and see the windows to their soul. That person don't like you. He's like, well, I'm going out to the club with my girl. That's not your girl. So a lot of people don't know how to take us. A lot of people don't know how to take us. But see, the thing of it is that we should never be around anybody for too long. Because we like Johnny Appleseed. We planting seeds and keep on moving, keep on moving. Because when you stay too long, you're going to say a lot of shit and you're going to see a lot of shit people don't want you to see. That's why the narcissist does something to fuck with you and then disappears for a while. Because if they stay around you for too long, you're going to see everything. Then they pop back up and act like all is good. No, bitch, it ain't good. We ain't straight. Just because you want to act like it didn't happen, don't mean it didn't happen. But see, that's how it be. That's how it be. But now, with the skills and the knowledge that we have now, we sharing it amongst each other. That's something they didn't count on. Because when the narcissists were going after you and they were smearing you and talking cat shit about you to everybody that would listen, they had a network of other evil people at their side. It was you against all these human garbage people. But the internet, the social media, now like-minded people, chosen ones, are coming together to support each other. We coming to support each other. And they ain't count on that. So the information I have may benefit you and the information you have may benefit me. They ain't count on that. See, because they like to play the game when the game is unfairly stacked in their favor. You see what I'm saying? But one-on-one, that's why they like to throw the rock and hide their hands. That's why. Because they full of shit. They full of shit all the time. So they try to stack the deck against you. But now your team is just as strong. Actually, you are stronger. Because 20 of them motherfuckers couldn't take you out. So head to head, they ain't got a shot in hell coming at you like that. So they try to outnumber you. But the chosen one numbers are growing. People are waking up to what's really going on. And they fucked. There's no other way about it. They stuck like Chuck. And things ain't looking so good. But see, what the thing of it is that we know that when all is said and done and we leave this earth, we going to the Most High. I don't know anybody who's looking forward to going to hell. I don't care what kind of lie they put on the brochure. Hell is still hell, and hell is hell for a reason. And what do these fucking idiots think that hell ain't what the Most High says it is? Don't you? I hope they know the devil is a liar, but they believe him like he God. They believe him because it's supposed to be hell. Like hell don't hurt. If the fire only burns, it hurts for a little bit. All of that shit is lies. Misery loves company, which is why the narcissist wants to drag you into that misery. And that's exactly what Satan's doing to them. Selling them on hell. And then when they get there, this is not what y'all advertise. It's too late now. You ain't going no fucking well. Oh, to be a fly on the wall and see that face when that whole world cracks right down the damn middle. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be funny. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Rebecca. I'm doing really, really good. I'm blessed. Guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. We have the supers available. Hit the thumbs up, guys. It don't cost anything. Sends it up in the algorithm, and they'll request it and send it to put in more places on YouTube so to get more views in different places on YouTube by the thumbs up that the video gets. And if you can contribute, please do. In the description, we got Venmo and PayPal. Venmo, Antony at Antony, Antony -Young -1. Mary, thank you for the sticker. And PayPal, guys, those are the best ways. PayPal and Venmo. PayPal, please. That's the best one of all, because Venmo's a little complicated. But PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978, all one word. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I appreciate you. See, this is what it is. So they believe wholeheartedly that God slighted them in some way. I don't know anybody's life who ain't gonna have troubles. What is this old saying? In everyone's life, a little rain must fall. So they made a decision at 5, 6 years old, whenever they lost their mind and gave their soul to a demon. But whenever they made that decision is going to have eternal repercussions. Oh, I'm talking to these people about getting this feeding tube removed too. So I got to set that up, but I have to do a copay to get them to remove the feeding tube out of my stomach. So all contributions are appreciated. And then I can just stay with the straight chemo. See that look that they give you when they mugging you like this? They're trying to figure out how to kill your joy. Hold on just a few, Aunt. Pray. I'm going to hold on. Thank you, King David. That look they're giving you, that look where they just studying you, the demon is telling them how to get in your life, how to tear it apart. So when somebody stares at you for entirely too long, especially if you don't know no motherfucker, they call that reckless eyeballing. They call that reckless eyeballing where I grew up, in my neck of the woods. That's called reckless eyeballing. That demon's talking to them. Because that concept of Egypt, where your heart is weighed against the feather of truth to decide where your afterlife will be at. Your heart is light. It's going to raise you to heaven. Their heart is heavy and dark, and it's going to sink them to hell. So the state of that heart, in contrast, is basically the state of their soul. So whether that soul ascends into heaven or drops into hell is entirely on the way the heart moved while it was on earth. Same concept. Same concept. So they're looking at you because they want to destroy you. Never give up that light. Don't ever give up that light. And if you're around somebody who has that energy, excuse yourself. My advice, personally, is not that I don't sit around people for too long anyway. Because we have places to go and things to do. The narcissist got time to sit around and bullshit and jive turkey. They got time to sit around and bullshit. Because that's what they are. Bullshit. They sitting around talking shit about people doing more than they are. 5 years from now, they'll still be on that stink-ass couch talking bullshit about people still doing more than they are. Anything they do have, they're robbing, killing, stealing, and mugging to get it. I have stage 4 cancer. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of them. I ain't got time for that. That has nothing to do with this point. Don't come in here redirecting the conversation to something sillified. I have stage 4 cancer. I'm fighting chemo. But what does my hair have to do with the conversation? See, that's the thing. They don't want knowledge. They don't want increase. So anything they come in to do is just to break apart what's going on. That's why social media is tearing their ass up, because chosen ones are getting together. We communicating with each other. And all their tactics and all their schemes and shit that they do in the dark is being laid bare. Just being laid bare. So if you will come in here asking about my hair, bitch, how does that further the conversation? But see, this is the thing, guys. The more older you get, the less you have time to deal with foolishness. You know what I'm saying? And I used to watch, don't get me wrong, I love the Golden Girls. And when she got to, they was like, when you get to a certain age, you just don't care no more. No, you tired of dealing with dumb shit. You get tired of foolishness. You really get tired of foolishness. And I could tell by what she said where her head was at. That's what I mean by your superpowers, chosen ones. That's your superpower. You could smell a rat a mile away. Where's your hair? Done. Get the fuck out of here, girl. Get the fuck out of here. Take that silly shit down the road. Go talk to Heckle and Jekyll and Fleckle. Trust me, they sitting over there, they ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that foolishness. And the older you get, you start seeing people for who they really are. And let me tell you like this, y'all. Don't ever be afraid to say what you gotta say, because there's worse things in the world than hurt feelings. You ever heard of slavery? There's worse things in the world than hurt feelings. And the older you get and the more you've been through, and we have all had our fair share of shit we've been through. And if you agree with that, put the amen in the chat. We've all had our shit. We've all been through our fair share of shit. So when you trying to get somewhere and we purpose driven and trying to get to where we got to go and fulfill our mission, that kind of shit we don't have patience for. We have no time for. Thank you so much, Andrea. We don't have time for that. So when you sitting there and you creating and trying to build and build better, people out there who may be in lower income areas that are still fighting the good fight and trying to make sure that their kids grow up in a better situation than they have. I take my hat off to people like that. It's the motherfuckers who sit up in they ain't trying to be shit, ain't trying to do shit. I got 1 baby daddy, 2 baby daddy, 3 baby daddy. Do I hear 4? What the fuck? Baby running around the house, diaper ain't been changed in 6 days. But she too busy thirst trapping and trying to lay up with another man. That light you have will bring some beautiful butterflies to you. Some beautiful people, beautiful souls. Some people who just needed to see that there's somebody else out there fighting a good fight. You could be that motivation and give them the boost they have. But you got to also realize that you got some dog shit people out here too. And they're going to try to pretend like they're a butterfly. Oh, I'm so happy. And then as you're sitting around them, their mouth get loose. And they start saying shit that don't add up. It don't sound right. What did you just say? That kind of shit. That's because holding that mask up to their face is kind of heavy. It starts to fall. And you start to see who they really, really fucking are. Yeah. But the justice is coming for them. But you are the one who's going to bear witness. You came to push this person, many different people, to either the light or to show the true nature of darkness. So that when they do get that justice and they get that ass wiped up on the floor by the Most High, they can't say, well, this was this and this is that. Because he sent you into their life. And they either commit to the Most High and try to do what he wants us to do and move forward, or they commit to Satan. One way or the other. One way or the other. You are that measure, and you are that litmus test that's going to decide whether they're good or bad. Just them reacting to your light alone is going to make a decision within their soul. And they the only ones who going to have to suffer that shit. And all of them people who teamed up with them. That's because the narcissists like to be a social butterfly. Because see, they can talk to a bunch of people, lie to a bunch of people, pretend to be a bunch of fucking people. Anything to keep them busy. Because if they stop for a second and think, they realize where the fuck they're going. That's why they always keep chaos about. They keep something stirred up. Because if they sit there for too long, they're going to have to realize that that ass is going to be twerking in the flames. Yeah. And that ass ain't going to stop shaking for eternity. And it ain't going to be nothing nobody want to see. But see, this is what they do. They busy themselves with stupidity because they can't sit and think about what they really gave up and where they're really going. That's why when they're in the old folks' home and in the nursing homes, they try to get people to come and see them just so they don't have to sit with themselves. They don't have to sit with themselves. Because if they sit with themselves, and I'm pretty sure that demon is walking and showing up to him. That demon is showing up to him. Telling me, yeah, in so many days or so many hours, your ass belongs to me. So they like to keep people and things going on to distract them from the eternal choice they made that's going to fuck them up. And when they see your joy, it burns them at the core. Because you are happier down here than they are, and they probably have more than you do. And in the afterlife, you are going to be happier there too. So they will never be able to obtain the joy that you have. And it burns them to the core. Sorry. That sounds like a you problem. So don't let nobody steal your life. Guys, don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Whether during the live or after, if you want to contribute to the channel, Venmo, Antony, Antony-Young -1, or PayPal at Intuitive Anthony 1978. Any contributions are appreciated. There's a GoFundMe down below. If you could just share that on your Facebook, social media, that would really help. It helps with expenses that comes from back and forth to chemo, because I'm doing chemo. Actually, Monday I got to go in there for like 6 hours and be on the machine, the IV all day. So that kind of stuff does really help, guys. But after everything you have been through in your lifetime, after all the bullshit you done been through with the narcissist. Oh, I'm sorry. And PayPal is at Intuitive Anthony 1978. All one word. PayPal is the better option if I had my choice. PayPal, guys. At Intuitive Anthony 1978. What's going on, Christopher? Good to see you here. King David. Appreciate you. After everything you done been through in this lifetime, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It could always be worse, so I'm blessed with what I have. I'm blessed where I'm at. But this is going to be my last talking point. After everything you've been through in this lifetime, after all the stuff you had to put up with these kind of people, being in situations around people who don't want nothing, but don't want you to have nothing either. That kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of people. You deserve joy. You deserve to be happy. And if you around somebody and you can't be happy, you around the wrong kind of people. Where they see you smiling and enjoying yourself and it pisses them off, remove them people out of your life. And it is a very, very difficult thing to walk away from everybody. But I was placed into a family of evil people. Of evil people. Because that one demon had children and made sure to infect all of those other children with that same demon. That's why when I came to live with them, they tried to kill that joy inside of me so they could replace it with a demon. But no thanks, we're not doing that. So if you're around people who don't want to see you happy, they don't want to celebrate anything in life, they can't enjoy a beautiful sunset, they can't enjoy a beautiful sunrise, they'd rather come and get you out of jail than come see you at your graduation, get rid of them motherfuckers. Get rid of them. They're garbage. Because they're miserable now, and once you go out and have your breakthrough and the Most High hands you the whole world on a silver platter, you're going to come back and they're going to still be fucking miserable. You ain't missed nothing. The only thing you missing is a bunch of lies falling out of their fucking mouth when they talk about you to everybody else. But if you want fiction, you could just watch a movie. But when you really think about it in contrast, everybody can't be saved. And it's not your job to save anybody. I'm sorry, my cape is in the shop. And I put Captain Save or hold the rest. So whatever road they walking on, let them continue to walk on that road. You make sure that you going to the high road. You taking the high road. You trying to get to the Most High. Make sure your heart stays light as a feather. Because as long as they hating you, you're doing something right. If the whole world is on your side, you are of the world. That's not a good place to be. If you have hardships and hard times like we do, that's good, because the world don't like you, because you do not belong to the world. You belong to the Most High. All right, guys, this has been my live. Whether after the live, if someone wants to contribute, the information is down below in the description. Venmo, Anthony-Young-1, or PayPal at Intuitive Anthony 1978. I hope y'all got something out of the live. Feel free to share this content and the GoFundMe down below. But until I talk to you again, guys, if you like it, I love it. But these narcs out here cold-blooded, guys. And remember, correct your crown. Talk to you later, guys. Peace. Bye, Andrea. Bye, everybody. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.